Hey guys, what up? Total Control 871, coming to you from Camp Evergreen. In case you're wondering what the hell happened to the school shooting cyclist killed video, apparently YouTube has flagged and removed that, and that is about to have some repercussions from me. The suspect list on this censorship now. The major social media platforms, they continue to skirt this issue over First Amendment rights versus private platform. We saw Paul Logan, or Logan Paul, whatever it is. Obviously, I don't follow the guy, but I did hear about the shitstorm of grief that he got as he showed the person who committed suicide in Suicide Forest. Yet, and of course CNN was one of the major networks that was a part of that shitstorm, yet CNN readily and continually shows death of foreigners, Syrians, immigrants. They don't have a problem with showing those types of corpses and that types of death in extremely graphic fashion because it serves a particular political narrative, a political agenda. And YouTube doesn't have a problem whatsoever hosting that content. I'm going to digress from that point. I reviewed my footage. Absolutely nothing in it threatened any kind of violence. Hell, I didn't even brandish a gun. I don't even know, are guns allowed to be shown on YouTube anymore? That's a whole thing in and of itself as far as censorship goes. The video basically pertained to attempting to empathize with a particular demographic. The allegedly abused white teen, white male teen, attempting to reach out, empathize, let them know that the circumstance that they may be in, it's only temporary, and to not go off the rails. But apparently YouTube has a problem with that kind of empathy and support. I don't know, maybe YouTube feels that I am trying to humanize the Santa Fe shooter. I'm not humanizing or tearing down. I'm just simply reporting on life's facts as I observe it, see it, and live it. So I don't know what exactly YouTube found offensive about it. The top of it's a long suspect list, but the very tippity top of the suspect list would be a bot, a robot algorithm, or at least that's what YouTube likes to hide behind, step behind. That's their first line of defense. Oh, it wasn't us, it was the algorithm. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. And then there are the people that I anonymously referenced in the video. Well, if any of you were the ones that, blew the whistle, get ready, because I'm about to go down through that video, and like I said in that video, I could go on at length. Well, that's exactly what I'm about to do. I'm about to do an entire mini-series on school shootings. Yeah, so you've taken the one video and you've caused it to explode into an entire mini-series where we're going to talk in depth about the psychology behind mass shootings, school shootings. I was also I was going to do the urban black youth gun violence issue, but I'm going to I don't know, maybe I will do that later today. But I'm definitely going to be starting this mini-series on the white male shooter. Major media has brought up race in this, so obviously YouTube doesn't have a problem hosting that content when race is mentioned. Is YouTube having a problem with the fact that I used race as a qualifier? It's pertinent, it's relevant, it's factually based. I don't see what the problem is. But again, they have their own particular narrative. And if you're not on board with that, well then we see exactly what YouTube is willing to do to you. You would think that YouTube would be much more understanding of a video that called on calm, rational. Like I was saying in the video, it's a temporary situation. If it is indeed your parents that are the source, or if it's fellow schoolmates that are the source of your anxiety, your strife, these things are temporary. And it was a logical, sane argument, but apparently YouTube has a problem with that. The first thing that comes to my mind is, does YouTube want these shootings to happen? I mean, it does create clicks and views, and therefore YouTube profits from this, from those who monetize this channel. Full disclosure, I do not monetize this channel. But let's face it, mass shootings tabulate into direct monetary gain for Alphabet Google. Okay? So, looks like the one, if there's anybody that's doing things that are unethical, it looks like it's Alphabet Google. So yeah, I will indeed be doing an entire mini-series. We're gonna go down the suspect list. We're gonna be talking about the doctor at Egg Harbor Township. We're gonna be talking about bus driver buddies, ex-buddies, psychology. Not necessarily those people in particular, but they're gonna be the platform, the base, as we branch off into, because I don't have any particular agenda for breaking people's anonymity, but I am indeed going to be talking about the psychology that goes along with these things. I don't know. Was it you, Officer Shepherds? Was it a stinging barb? Because you're having so much difficulty understanding peripheral vision? I don't know. Well, like I say, it's a long suspect list, and I'm not necessarily going to get too caught up on who flagged the video. As far as I'm concerned, that's moot at that point. I get it. This is YouTube, Google's platform. They call the shots, but I'm not too scared to stand up to YouTube. I rented the movie The Post, and of course facing federal indictments and prison and treason and sedition charges and a whole bunch of other shit. We saw a major publication run with the story. I also will be running with this story. I will not be backing down. True, I'm not a major publication. I'm just a guy, a homeless guy, living homeless in the woods in a tent. But I will indeed make my voice heard. I don't profess to be an expert on any of this. I'm just simply offering my point of view. Like I say, I don't understand. The video did not advocate for violence in any fashion whatsoever. And as a matter of fact, there have been past videos where I have either satirically or snarky, like what was it I said in at the Superior Court, as I say, well, maybe we should start carrying guns to court, seeing as how you find that okay with the whole Meek Mills things. You know, that's kind of like a snarky barb at how, you know, what's being done. How can I say this? I'll just simply repeat myself. Guns okay, bikes not so much. You know, that's basically the bottom line with that whole thing. You know, I'm a man that's about to be thrown, or should I say attempted. They're about to attempt to put me in a jail, because I will end my life before that happens. But yes, that's what I'm facing. That's what I'm fighting against. That's the tyranny that I am fighting tooth and nail against. But yeah, bicycles. Fall in love with a bicycle, you know. So as the mini-series rolls out, for those of you who are interested in such things, you might want to, if you had that kind of software where you capture and download shit and you know, save stuff, because we have a monster from Silicon Valley who is very hell-bent on control. You know, A Wrinkle in Time, the man with the red eyes. Alright guys, that's it. It's just an update letting you know what the hell happened to the video. I did put in an appeal. The same bot that flagged the video will probably be the same bot that handles the appeal. So there's a whole lot I can say about bots and stuff. But David Pakman and Kyle Kulinski over at Secular Talk, they cover this stuff at length, so, you know, check out their videos if you want to check them out. I don't know, also, because I also spoke about the Jewish oligarchy and how it's making life completely unlivable. One of the things I will be talking about, because I'm sure, as I just said, Jewish oligarchy, there's probably a lot of gasping, oh my God, oh, anti-Semitism. Well, let me ask you this. We've been hearing in the news Russian oligarchs and oligarchy. Tell me, are you being racist when you say Russian oligarch? Are you being racist when they talk about urban black gun violence? So again, I postulate to you, why is it so wrong to critique the Jewish people? Corporate Jewish people, to be specific. Why is it that this particular demographic have jockeyed themselves into a position where at no point can you ever use the word Jewish in a negative, critiquing fashion? Okay? The homelessness situation isn't going to get any better until we trace it back to its source money origin. Okay? There's more I can say about that. I will be giving Jewish people a fair shake. Owning properties are not cheap. There's a whole bunch I can say. I don't want to get into the whole thing. I'm just giving a quick update video. Alright guys, that's what's happening. The mini-series that's coming, we're going to be talking about mass school shootings and how YouTube seemed to be in favor of it, how YouTube benefits from that death. Total Control 871.